Hey, Rob Montgomery here at the Smart Film School, and I want to get into LumaFusion 4 with you. I want to get into the Multicam video editing with you. So let's go and dig in, shall we, into that world. In LumaFusion, it's really, really interesting. I'm a beta tester, so that means I get test flight access and have for years. And, you know, I can't really talk about stuff as it's being developed, but I get to test it. And when we get the green light from the developers, the dev team, as I call them, to share something, I like to do it, but not before, because that's what an embargo is all about. And if you break an embargo, you won't be in the beta testing program anymore. So there you go. Let's open up LumaFusion 4. It's officially out there. And it's really great. Now, if you've got hundreds of projects, like I have hundreds of video projects, literally, that I use to teach all aspects of mobile filmmaking, mobile journalism, documentary film, mobile photography, everything is here in LumaFusion. And I like to do that because I like to be able to take, when I'm working with, you know, TV reporters or whatever, take them right into my edit. So let's go into an edit here. Oh, by the way, I want to show you something really cool. If you notice, I've got some vertical videos down here, but look what happened when I tapped on the vertical videos. You see how the projects pane popped up, and now I could see all of my videos. When you're looking just at a normal a project, let's call it landscape, and you know, 16 by 9, you're going to get this preview window always. That's great. It's the Alps, right? But when you're scrolling through, now your project's pane is really small. But if you've got a vertical project, here's the hack. Go into that vertical project. Let's go into this one. This one just happens to be shot with a 360 camera as we cycled between Berlin and Copenhagen over 21 days. Okay, and you can see I like to use multiple camera angles, and it's going to lead into the multicam. So anyhow, with LumaFusion 4, if you've got a vertical project open, just switch it from the view where you've got your shots and sources or transitions pane open, and just go to where you've just got your timeline here and your video. And then when you come back out here and you just tap on any vertical video project, let's see, here's another vertical video project. You're just tapping it here, and now you can see all your projects. But again, if you come out of that to a you tap on a non-vertical story, it'll come back to this view. So anyways, I find it's a really great hack for when I'm doing live teaching and when I'm recording videos like this, so that I can quickly find the clip and the story I want to work with. Here's a vertical video story I did at the NAB show in Las Vegas, where I was being filmed in a virtual set. It looks like I'm actually riding this motorcycle, but as you can see in the process shot, the motorcycle ain't moving. It's me that's moving, and it's the camera that's moving. And so there's 3 video clips here. There's the camera that's recording me. There's an LED wall behind me, and that's what's giving the visuals there. And then there's a process shot here, a wide shot of me from behind. And then there's my camera. So my camera films the production staff, and there I am filming with my camera and editing it on LumaFusion. So I've got 3 clips, and you can see that's why I like to demonstrate with actual projects that I have produced, because I can take you into the edit. So that's what I'm doing here. And you can see I had to line all that up, synchronize the sound, and it was really time consuming. Okay, it still took me I did it minutes after this filming. So I was able to do it basically over lunch. With Multicam, I could have done it a lot quicker. And what Multicam is often done is it's a way, well, let's say for live music performance is a really common example for a Multicam shoot. You've got one song, one concert, one band, whatever happening, and you've got multiple cameras, let's say up to 6 of them in that same space. And you, as the director, want to be able to switch those camera angles and have a continuity. So when you switch to the camera angles, it's not a different performance. It's not at a different time in the performance. It all is in sync. That synchronization is really, really key to getting a great and satisfying multicam experience. Now, if I open up this one example, like I said, I was testing it. So last fall, I had a workshop in Austria where I do every year teach in the journalism school. And I had students here film me with their iPhones. I was teaching walking shot sequences and crossing the line and some basic filmmaking language to them. And I said, hey, let's try something variation. There's something coming up called Multicam, and we'll be able to talk about it later. Now is the later. So you can see what I had to do is I've got a guide track. If you look at the bottom there, that is my camera. My camera is... So I use that shot maybe once or twice, but I'm more interested in the audio. So it's really there to give me a guide audio track because it's running the whole time. It's continuous, and their cameras are running the whole time. So I had to manually drop one of the other camera shots down, line it up with the clap, and best I could, and then sit there and split and, open up some tracks. And, it's a mess to do multi-camera that. You can do it, but it's time consuming. Okay, so there's a better way. Oh, here I am screwing around in their live television studio. I consult with them too on doing low cost stuff like that. So here's a multicam edit. So anyways, just pay no attention. Here's a multicam edit. Let's just watch it and I'll show you how to build one. We're going to slate this, Rob, in the awesome multimedia newsroom. And line of action. And action. Can you believe this multimedia space? Look at it. It is totally mobile. Everything here moves. The lessons board move. The tables move. They fold up and go in the corner. Tables fold down, roll out, can be set up anywhere. You can do filmmaking, teaching. You can even set up an instant cafe because they have food and drinks here. This place is amazing. There are 3 projectors here on the ceiling, cinema lights, live streaming. Look at these. That's my presentation, but look, this company has multiple logos here, and I can sit here and change between them at the touch of a button. Isn't that amazing? Isn't this room amazing? And guess what? They call it the Walt Disney Room. Can you get over that? This is like a space that I built in Tbilisi, Georgia 12 years ago for IREX called the Multimedia Education Center. It was the same concept. It's all built around the mobile lifestyle. Well done. Well done, Rose Media. Well done indeed. Look what's happened here is instead of having multiple cameras and manually synced across multiple video tracks, I get one clean multicam video track and an audio track that is the guide. And that frees up all the other video tracks for my overlay. So when I wanted to say multimedia newsroom, I could show multimedia newsroom. So without using any other tracks. So let me show you how this works. Maybe you said, well, that's kind of hyperkinetic cutting there, Rob. It was a little bit overdone. So let's do a new one. I'll just insert a blank clip here. And then I'm going to start a new multicam edit. Now, before you do this, my tip is get your clips organized. Okay? Put them in an album and then find that material so that it's ready. So now I will enable my sources pane to show you exactly that. I've already navigated to photos, to the albums, to an album I call, surprisingly, Multicam. And you can see there are 7 shots here. One of them is the Robb cam. That's the one I need to find. That's the thing I'm going to be looking for first when I build my multi-cam edit, because it's got the sound that I want. It's got the guide audio track. It's got me talking. That's what I'm talking about. If you've got a live band, that might be an audio file that's recorded separately, a feed from the soundboard, or the lectern, or whatever it is that you've got at your multi-cam editing. So anyways, Robb cam. Oh, by the way, how did I rename that Robb cam? You're wondering? Because if I go into this view, you can see, you can clearly read that's called Robb cam. And if you go under you tap on the clip and you hit the I with the circle around it, you can rename that. So just that little bit of prep gets you ready to start your multicam edit. So we're in a new blank space. I'm going to go to the circle with the plus in the middle of it, and here you'll see the new multicam container. This is the new feature that's enabled when you have that feature in your LumaFusion. Now, it's going to be a paid option, so you'll have to do that in-app purchase and unlock it, okay? Then when you go into it, you'll see there's basically two controls. There's a synchronizer and there's a switcher. Dead simple. We know we have to start with the synchronizer, and what that looks like is, I'll put it into this view so you can see it a little bit clearer. I've still got my clips on the top, and I need to put them into these boxes down below. So the top box is the audio. So I'm going to take the Robb Cam video clip, and I'm going to drop it there. So that's my guide track for the whole prop for this edit, okay? I'm also going to take that shot as video so that I can select that shot when I need to. I know I'm going to use that shot like later on. Here I'm just scrubbing. I know when I show this control board, everything's written in German for the lighting control, that's when I know I'm going to take that shot. So I know that's a shot I want in my edit. But I think you definitely want to look at all of your camera shots to figure out kind of, where and when you might take some of them. And I just drop the additional shots down, and you see what happens here. All of the additional video tracks are automatically muted. That's indicated there. And they're all starting at the right time and the wrong time, actually. None of these cameras are actually starting on time code. They're not all starting at the right frame. So now I have to use this tooltip down here. It says press to sync. And this is what's really important. I choose audio. And now the AI, or whatever is happening there in the voodoo land, it is looking at the audio tracks for all those, and it is aligning it here on that clap. When I do this clap right there. If I zoom in here, you should be able to see, yep, a very strong peak, and it's all synchronized. And the computer did it, and I didn't have to. So that right there saves you a lot of time. We're done with synchronization. Now we can go into the multicam mode for controlling the switcher. And as you can see, at the beginning, there's only the one camera shot, but because it was rolling. But as the other cameras start to come online, now you see I've got 6 shots to choose from. And at this point, you pretty much can say, let's choose an opening shot there. It's kind of neutral, doesn't have me in it. And I'm just going to play. I'm going to push play on this edit, and then I'm just going to tap on different camera angles when I think that shot looks more interesting to take. Okay, I'm talking like a technical director on live television here. But I'm the director, and I get to choose from these shots at any moment in time. And so I'm going to record a performance of me switching, okay, as if it were live. I'm going to then be able to save that and adjust it. So let's do it, and then let's fix it up. Multimedia newsroom. And line of action. And action. Can you believe this multimedia space? Look at it. It is totally mobile. Everything here moves. The lessons board move. The tables move. They fold up and go in the corner. Tables fold down, roll out, can be set up anywhere. You can do filmmaking, teaching. You can even set up an instant cafe because they have food and drinks here. This place is amazing. There are 3 projectors here on the ceiling, cinema lights, live streaming. Look at these. That's my presentation, but look, this company has multiple logos here, and I can sit here and change between them at the touch of a button. Isn't that amazing? Isn't this room amazing? And guess what? They call it the Walt Disney Room. Can you get over that? This is like a space that I built in Tbilisi, Georgia 12 years ago for IREX called the Multimedia Education Center. It was the same concept. It's all built around the mobile lifestyle. Well done, Rose Media. Okay, now you can agree with my choices. In fact, I know I made something I want to correct early on. But anyways, that performance of those switches has been saved. So I'm just going to close it because I know now. Look at that. That video track switches between all of those tracks, and I have all of those other video tracks free, so I know when I get to multimedia, I can, show the multimedia slide there, right when I want to. And if I pinch here and I go to any of these shots that are selected, look, they're all separate clips. Isn't that beautiful? So it works just like every other type of LumaFusion edit. So now I can adjust those handles. I can even look to see if I can trim it and maybe change the shots. Let's go in and find out. Okay, so we know the beginning there, this shot, and then I thought, okay, that's over the shoulder. That's good. I don't know. Let's watch it here. And line of action. And action. So I know everything before that I don't need. I need pretty much from... Can you believe that? And see that, I want to still be on that shot. So you see that right there's where I want to get going. So I'm just going to go to these other shots here at the beginning and just delete them. And so now here I am. Action. Can you believe this? Almost there. Can you believe this multimedia space? Look at it. It is totally mobile. Everything here moves. Now, if I wanted to hold that shot a little bit longer, if I switch here, see the audios, everything's going to line right up. Thing here, the lessons board move, the tables move, they fold up and go. Let's see, I didn't want that shot. What happens if I delete it? Well, let's find out. Lessons board, fold up and go in the corner. Oops, it took the audio with it, so I'm going to undo that. So what would I do if I wanted to change that shot? Imagine I could even go to the switcher. And see, that's the shot that's selected over here. But what if I wanted to show maybe just a wider shot there? And then I close it. So that's what's going to happen. The undo button is always my favorite button. So this is what Multicam is like. It's kind of good to kind of record this and then refine it and just re-record it until you get it right and then just do little touch-ups. But it's really not that hard to get it right. You don't need so much camera switching as I'm showing here. I'm just kind of overperforming for you just to give you a little bit sense of the tool here. But it's pretty simple. You get your clips organized, you get them synchronized, and then you switch until you're happy. My name's Robb Montgomery. This has been a tutorial from the Smart Film School. Happy filming.